blue Levi's, a baseball cap, and a little bit of yeehaw. This is the cover of Bruce Springsteen's iconic 1984 album, Born in the USA. By those three things, we may assert that Bruce Springsteen's booty is America's most significant emblem. Springsteen captures the aesthetic meaning of being an American, which he transposes in his songs thanks to the patriotism, resilience, and unification that his derriere inspires. Firstly, that dashing booty is a striking souvenir of the patriotism that has shaped America. That bum gives meaning to being born in the USA. This legendary song is not the proud to be an American song so many people think it is. However, that is what is so patriotic and American about it. In his critique of the American government's neglect of Vietnam War veterans, Bruce Springsteen demonstrates that loving your country means demanding it to do better. His outraged response describes the challenges of the country and the demand to push American reality a bit closer to our ideals. After all, the duty of a true patriot is to defend his country from its government. Springsteen gives a voice to those who go by unheard and neglected. He sings for reform, he sings for change. This bold stance, forever immortalized by those cheeks, demonstrates the role that patriotism has had throughout American history and reminds us of what we aim for moving forward. Additionally, both Hemingway and Fitzgerald have captured the decline of the American nation and its consequent stand above it, yet none have done it as efficiently and as evocatively as Springsteen. His backside embodies the latter half of the 20th century, highlighting a nation cursed by decline. But it succeeds to capture the resilience of the American people. Many Americans have tended to write off this era as a time in which millions of people descended into mindless self-absorption. Yet, the boss decides to sing songs for the people, not for the lure of profit. Having known his fair share of struggle, he favors others' misfortune above his own, singing odes to the hard workers and strugglers who have shaped the country. To the hard workers and excuse me. In his honest approach, he represents the resilience and courage of all sorts of minorities going through constant decades of struggle. In an era marked by racial and gender conflict, he succeeds to credit the people who have carried America forward, denoting himself simply as their messenger. Essentially, thanks to that undying snapshot of one man's rear, America is eternally reminded of the resilient people who have overcame and who continue to overcome these hard times. Finally, what makes that pair of cheeks the emblem it is its power to unify. That butt united a nation with human-sized tales of working-class America. This is because the boss sings for everyone: the rich, the poor, blue-collar workers, minorities, the ones who feel unwanted, the ones who are tired of being themselves, the ones who love, the ones who grieve, and silly people like me. His anthems are a constant reminder of all the sorts of different people with all sorts of different backgrounds that make America what it is. We are brought closer not because we all look the same, think the same, act the same, or even feel the same, but because we have all, at some point in our life, whether we know it or not, felt one of the things which he sings about in his songs. Whether it's his songs about love, friendship, brotherhood, lust, breaking the cycle, coming out of your shell, or living life to the fullest, he has felt what we have all felt. Those cheeks unite us in our differences, and that bond is what strengthens the ties that bind us together. Essentially, that butt reminds us that America does not belong to one person in particular, but that it belongs to everyone. His music changed something in me that I believe can change in you too. His poetic style, eternally embedded in me, gives deeper meaning to my everyday life. I go outside and I see the world differently than I used to. The patriotism, resilience, and unification. A powerful message, a powerful legacy, and a constant reminder that America's most significant emblem is and forever will be Bruce Springsteen's ass. So, when you wave that flag, wave it proudly, and remember whose butt shaped your great nation. Thank you very much.